We back at it again. Mortal Kombat content. Where you at? Alright, so I seen this, by Sean himself, tweeted it out on Hot Ones, and then that BOON tweeted again, following up, and then I was gonna react to it, regardless if there was no, Mortal Kombat 1 revealing anything. I was just gonna watch it, just I like to watch it. Content, I was gonna watch it without even knowing if it was a reveal of something for Mortal Kombat 1 or anything, but then Mr. Ed himself said something revealing happened when he was doing this Hot Ones, tape or wings, how you want to say it. But anyways, let's jump into this. But before that, make sure you leave a like and just press that subscribe button so I could push out content even further, which I am regardless. But a little bit of motivation, Thank you. Anyways, let's jump into this. I want to do this, man.
Fight.
I want to try to win so badly.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we're joined for a very special edition interview with video game legend Ed Boon. He's the programmer, voice actor, and director, best known as co-creator of the iconic Mortal Kombat fighting series, and his latest game, Mortal Kombat 1, is set to release on September 19th. Ed Boon, welcome to the show.
Very happy to be here. A little nervous, but looks like fun.
All totally normal reactions.
Yeah.
Everybody that comes in here, they're always nervous. But before we get started, how are you around spicy food? Do you reach for hot sauce naturally?
No, I am at the lowest end of the spicy food. And it's not I dislike it. I just have a very low tolerance, so this should be interesting.
Mortal Kombat! A new era is a...
Alright.
Okay. Is this one supposed to hit in right away, or is just the lowest end?
I think you were a hot sauce guy all along, Ed. You just didn't know you had it in you.
No. Not at all.
I want to try these so badly. I want to try
good.
these so badly, man.
So, when we had actor Kumail Nanjiani on the show, he put forth this theory that video games are the only medium in entertainment that get better year over year because of the technological advancements. As somebody who's had their hands so deep in the video game honeypot since the 1980s, does that at all resonate with you?
It does. The first Mortal Kombat game we started in 1991 was 4 people, right? All right.
Scanton.
It was 4 people, 1 programmer, 2 artists, and an audio guy. The newest one is literally in the hundreds. Technology has created an opportunity for us to make the most elaborate sets. We have actors, directors, animators, audio engineers. It just goes on and on. So the scope is 100 times, I'd say, maybe as big as the very first one, and it's all technology's fault.
For better or worse. Or worse.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you miss most about the old days? And then what are you so happy that you don't have to deal with anymore?
What I miss the most about the old days is if you have an idea, later that afternoon you can see the idea, come to fruition, right? You can just see it done. Now, if you have an idea,
6-month lead.
Oh, at least. It's like steering the Titanic. You want to take a turn, you plan a month ahead, and you start turning. So it was. There's something about having an idea off the top of your head and being able to do it. Now it affects 30 people, and you have to borderline get permission to do it before you when you do it. Even in my position.
And here on the 5-Wing Gauntlet, we're doing some time travel here, all right?
Yeah,
we're going
yeah.
from number 1 to number 5.
Yeah, this is the one I'm getting nervous about. Oh, that's nothing. No, I'm sure it's gonna. I'm sure it's gonna hit. Okay.
Yeah, they put like a little bit of dab of hot sauce.
They do
And
taste
they don't
good.
cover the whole wing.
It is nice, and I'm kind of hungry, you know?
Making
I don't
me wanna
always come in
try
here
some
hungry,
hot wings,
but when I
man.
do, it is kind of nice, you know, to have the meal here.
You know?
Okay, I'm suspicious because I thought I'd be cracking on the second one for sure.
You're gonna be good. You're gonna make it all the way through with not an ounce of sweat on you.
All right.
I can see it already, Ed.
I'm gonna regret this.
You got it.
All right.
You know, I'm fascinated by guest characters, you know, having RoboCop on there, having Terminator on there, Spawn, Freddy Krueger. What kind of characters do you look for when deciding to bring a character from another universe into the Mortal Kombat world?
That's actually it's a lot more. It's not technical. It's just childish. We all.
That's how I like it. That's how I like it.
We all grew up watching movies from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. From our standpoint, it is. Wouldn't it be cool to see Terminator fighting Scorpion? Wouldn't it be cool to see RoboCop fighting Sub-Zero? And it's as basic and simple as that. There's no science to it. At some point, there's legalities. Can we get the license to it? Can we do this?
Right.
But in terms of where the idea comes from, it's a bunch of adults who are still
Trapped in the 70s watching tough guy movies.
Exactly, and want to see who would win in a fight. It's that simple.
Oops.
So this one is the spicy shark here.
Uh-oh.
Spicy shark.
Again, am I? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
So this is
I just
one
answered my question.
is kind of sweet up front, and it almost makes you think, oh, did I grab the wrong wing?
Yeah, it does.
And then
man.
the second you
I
think
wanna try
that,
one so badly.
the door slams.
Yeah.
But still going back in. I love it, Ed. I love it.
Well,
So one of my favorite things that's come out about the new game is that you'll actually have a Jean-Claude Van Damme skin for Johnny Cage.
that's right.
Can you talk about how that came to be? Because I imagine that this is a very validating full circle moment, you know,
It is.
30 years in the making.
It is when we. Oh man, it's kicking in. When we made the very first game, our original intention was to make Van Damme the arcade game, right? We actually, you know, wanted to see the words Van Damme big there. And again, Bloodsport was big, and Universal Soldier, I think was.
Yeah.
So we called his people, and we're like, you know, we want to make a game based on Van Damme, and I don't know if he declined or it just never got to him or something like that. But again, this is a bunch of, you know, a couple of 20-year-old kids, 20-something-year-old kids, wanting to make a video game. I could see how Van Damme would go. No, we're not doing this, and not knowing that. So we tried a number of times.
You never know, man.
This time we hit the lottery and we got him, and we actually have his voice, and he's going to be the Johnny Cage character, and it is, like you said, it's the absolute full circle moment.
Sometimes you gotta be patient.
What do you see as the significance or the role in narrative
Everything comes full
in a
circle.
fighting video game?
Everything comes full circle.
So that's actually
for sure.
one of the hardest things about writing the story is, you know, we're going to give the player like 30 fights, so you have to come up with 30 confrontations that'll be enough for a reason to fight. And we've kind of gotten, we've stumbled a couple of times, like we'd have, you know, Johnny Cage is hitting on somebody, and Jax is like, you know, hey, cut it out. Hey, I'm just hitting on her. Okay, let's fight about it. You know, that's not a really good reason to
Well, listen, fights
punch.
happen that way.
Hey,
Fights happen
hey,
that
at a
way.
For sure, fights happen that way, man.
bar or something
Yeah.
like that. But so we've had some really
It's realistic.
kind of silly ones, and we have to. But yeah, the story's main function is to create conflict and let the player resolve the conflict by beating the crap out of the other character. Yeah.
It's only right.
Yeah.
All right, Ed, are you ready to move on here? This is The Bomb Beyond Insanity.
I wish I had some wings, man. Oh my gosh.
So this one,
Sean does it all the time. Like, his stomach don't get upset.
Graduated with a degree in
No. In 1986, I absolutely knew I was going to be a video game developer. Yeah, I knew. Wow. I knew. I think when I was like 15 years old or something, a game called Defender came out, and Defender, Pac-Man. Wow.
Let's get into it, man.
Mortal Kombat! A new era!
But to close things out, Mortal Kombat's made such an indelible imprint on me and so many in my generation. And here we are, 30 years later, still galvanizing players all over the world. So to close things out, with your brain on fire, mouth ablaze, I'm gonna hit you with a Mortal Kombat rapid fire.
Oh, his eyes are so watery, man.
Okay. Where did the "get over here" catchphrase come from?
Get over here! We were in the studio. Literally off the top of my head, I was like, hey, let's have the guy throw a spear. And as I was kind of miming it out, I had said, then he pulls him in and he says, get over here, And at that point, we weren't thinking of it, that'll be a catchphrase. But later in the audio recording, I was there doing some grunts and groans and decided to yell out, get over here. That's my voice. And then that's basically where it came along.
Do you have a favorite piece of Mortal Kombat memorabilia or a keepsake that you've collected over the years that's most treasured to you?
Yes. I didn't know it existed, but when they made the first Mortal Kombat movie, for some dangerous reason, they made a Kano knife, this gigantic, not safe knife, and they branded it and they sent me one. And I'm the opposite of somebody who uses knives, but it's really cool looking. And so that's my favorite one.
Off the top of your head, without thinking about it too much, do you have any sort of an idea for a hot sauce fatality?
This one, and I would say, just force feeding it to the loser.
Well, you know what, Ed? We could not finish him today because he took on the wings of death, lived to tell the tale, and now there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you. This camera, this camera, this camera, let the people know what you have going on in your life.
We have September 19th, we have Mortal Kombat 1 that is coming out. It is the 12th version of Mortal Kombat that we are calling Mortal Kombat 1 because we've reset our story, telling it from the actual Big Bang, and you will see a brand new origin, brand new timeline of a Mortal Kombat universe, and as many cool features as we've ever added, and we can't wait for players to check it out.
Can't wait to play. Good job.
Wow, man. My nose is starting to run. I'm glad.
Chat, that was it. We got a little bit of a VO. We got a little bit of origin story around the Get Over Here and how how he started Mortal Kombat, the franchise, him and his partner. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're not already. And before you got out of here, if no one told you today, I'm gonna tell you right now that I love you. I love you. Make sure you stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time.